Hi, it's Avid Pro Tools Expert, and we're continuing with our Mix Basics series and looking at the free plugins that come with Pro Tools. We're going to look at the BF76, which is modeled on the 1176 compressor from Universal Audio, or URI, depending on which way you want to say it, really. There's a hardware version. I have a hardware version sitting here in my rack of this. There are a few things that are really quite nice about it. It's got a lovely tone. And this is the free one that comes with Pro Tools, and it still has some great features on it. So I'm going to show you them. The way it works is very different from some other compressors, in as much as the input is the thing that determines how hard the compressor is going to work. Often you'll have a threshold, and that will determine where the compression starts working. With the 1176 or BF76 version of it, depending on how hard you drive the input, that will determine how hard the compressor works. Let me give you a couple of examples. I've got a bass guitar here. Let me just play that. I've got it on 8:1 ratio at the moment, and if I turn that back down here a bit, see, now it's just nudging the needle a bit. So it's doing a bit of compression, but the more I push it, you see it starts to really work hard. And in some cases now it's nearly 10 dB of compression going on there, or gain reduction as some would say. And so that's how it's determined. Now, a couple of other things to know about this. It's a bit quirky in as much as you would imagine that the fastest release and attack time, which are these two here, would be here on the left. They're not. It's this way around. They're backwards. So if you want fast attack and release times, you push them furthest right to like the 7 mode. And the way you set it up is, as I say, you set an input gain, which will determine how hard this is going to work as a peak limiter. You then determine the ratio, and there's up to 20:1, or all buttons in as they call it sometimes. You can hear some distortion going on now. Now that can sometimes be alleviated with the attack and release times. But you really don't want that, because that's literally just staying flatlining all the time. It's not really making that much difference in terms of dynamics. So what you want to do is probably come to about an 8:1 on this bass and pull it back a bit. Quite a short attack time. Quite a short release time as well. There's the original. Bit more. If your release time's too slow, then it never returns, it never recovers, as we say. It's hardly moving now, so but at the same time it's too fast, you get a kind of pumping effect. You might want that, it's quite a nice effect sometimes, but for this I just want to smooth this bass out, so I'm just going to give it about 5 there. See that in the track now. There's the original. Pull the release time a bit further. Might push this a bit harder. So I might try a harder compression, but with a lower ratio. The thing is, if the attack time's too slow, then it just won't hit. That's going to catch the back end of the notes now. You get that kind of booming sound. That's nice, that's now warmed it up a bit. Let's try on something else, try on a guitar now. So here's an electric guitar playing very fast actually. And again, if the attack time is too slow, so it's missing most of them, if it's too fast you'll lose the transients. A very fast release again, we want it to recover. Otherwise it's literally sitting there at -3 dB. If you want to get that crushing effect you can, but really I'm just trying to do some dynamics here. There's the original. And again, I could work it really hard. Yeah, all go mad on it now. You can hear some clicking coming in there. Some clipping on it. But again, if you want quite a nice effect, just put about 24. Just warmed up that guitar a bit more. There's the original. Of course, we also have a key input as well, so we can feed it from another signal and we can then trigger it from that key input either as a filtered key or we can use it as a trigger key. So on synths you could use it for a pumping effect as well. So it's a very cool and very useful plugin that people often overlook. They've often gone out and bought different versions of this, and yet the one that comes with Pro Tools is excellent as well. So I hope that's been a help. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again soon.